So my elder sister cannot even speak up for me. She's just going to let our father treat me this way? I am going to teach them a lesson. I am going to destroy his precious empire and break Ife's heart.
Tonight, Tayo will be mine. I don't care if he is engaged to my sister or not. So Zara, you really want to play this game with me? Making my man yours already, huh? Okay, let's see who wins this game you want to play. Along with our father, I am going to bring you down.
On the night of the Martins' biggest celebration, one daughter came to destroy the empire, and the other came to finish what their father started. And by the time the lights came back on, only one thing was left standing: the truth. To the world, Ife Martins was the Iron Lady, cold, precise, untouchable. She was the woman who ran the Great Horizon Tower like a machine, closing deals, crushing rivals, and turning chaos into profit. But behind the glass walls of her office, Ife wasn't a woman, she was a design, a masterpiece built by her father. On a quiet Tuesday evening, he walked into Ife's office without knocking, poured himself a drink, and asked only one question: the Singapore deal, is it done? And Ife, without hesitation, answered, "It's done, Dad." There was no praise from him, no smile, just silence, because to him, she wasn't just a daughter, she was a return on investment. Chief Ade had planned a big gala where he would make a public announcement of Ife and Tayo's engagement. Tayo is a billionaire tech genius from London. The engagement wasn't love, it was strategy. His software, her empire. They would make a merger, disguised as marriage. Ife would often look at Tayo's photo and feel nothing. No warmth, no excitement, just obligation. Suddenly, her father mentioned the name Zara with so much contempt. Zara Martins is the black sheep of the family and Ife's younger sister, the one who walked away and refused to be owned by their father. She had been seen at a casting call in Lekki, trying to build a life without the Martins name. Chief Ade didn't see courage in her actions. He saw disobedience, so he erased her, cut her off from the family, seized her car, and froze her accounts. And he waited. He waited for hunger to bring her crawling back, but Zara never came back. One night, while Ife was in her room, she received an anonymous email, which was just a photo, but the picture had just exposed what was happening secretly. Tayo, with a woman in his arms. A woman who had a very specific butterfly tattoo on her left shoulder, and instantly, Ife knew that was her younger sister, Zara. To their father, Zara Martins was a mistake and a disappointment, a spoiled girl who ran from privilege. The night she left home, the rain didn't just fall, it screamed. She stood at the gates, watching her life being towed away, and she waited for a call for her sister to at least show remorse and intervene. But nothing came, because in the Martins family, blood wasn't thicker than water, it was thinner than profit. Unknown to Chief Ade, he made one mistake. While he taught Ife how to build an empire, he unknowingly taught Zara how to survive one. Weeks later, Zara wasn't starving. She was sitting in a dimly lit bar, wearing a new identity, waiting, intentionally waiting. And then Tayo walked in. He had arrived from London some days ago for a few business meetings and to spend some time with Ife. He was early for their date, restlessly checking his phone, waiting for Ife. But Ife, as usual, was busy and could not make it. So Zara moved softly and intentionally, just close enough for him to notice her, and then said, "That look is for someone who lives in the boardroom." He laughed. And just like that, the game began. What started as a plan became something dangerous. Zara didn't just get close to Tayo, she got inside his world. She came to destroy him. Tayo returned to London, and while Ife built empires, Zara strengthened her relationship with Tayo. It didn't happen all at once. It was subtle. a message, a voice note, a late night conversation. Things Ife never had time for. And that was the problem. Ife never noticed that silence can break a person faster than betrayal. By the time Tayo returned again to Lagos, he wasn't thinking about the merger or about Ife. He was thinking about Zara. Meanwhile, Ife found the truth. The money trails, the frauds, the offshore accounts, the property records, everything led to one place, Tayo's penthouse. And when she hacked the cameras of the penthouse, she saw what Tayo and her sister Zara have been trying to hide. She saw her sister in the arms of her soon-to-be groom. And in that moment, Ife didn't feel any form of heartbreak. She felt recognition. Zara wasn't stealing her life. She was playing the same game, and now it was war. She was going to give Zara what she wanted. Chief Ade had arranged an elaborate dinner and invited Tayo. Suddenly, the doors opened and Zara walked in, uninvited and unapologetic, wearing a very beautiful necklace that Tayo had bought for her. Silence fell over the table, heavy, unforgiving, and Tayo froze because he wasn't expecting to see Zara. His fingers tightened around his glass, his eyes locked on Zara like he had seen a ghost. Chief Ade slammed his hand on the table angrily, but Ife didn't flinch. She simply looked at Tayo, then at Zara, and smiled. "Perfect timing," she said calmly. She gestured towards Zara. "Tayo, meet my younger sister. And meet my younger sister, Zara." Then, without breaking eye contact, she said, "I assume you two must know each other somehow." The room held its breath. Tayo swallowed hard, too fast and too obvious. I don't," he said quickly. "I've never seen her before," he denied. Zara tilted her head slightly but said nothing because the silence was already exposing him. Ife leaned back in her chair, studying him, not angry or emotional, just certain. In that moment, the dinner table wasn't a family gathering anymore. It was a courtroom, and Tayo had just lied under the oath. But that wasn't the end. It was just the beginning, because while others were having a first conversation and dinner downstairs, Zara also discovered the truth in her father's study. The merger was a trap. The company of her father was collapsing and their father was desperate. It was a takeover. The moment Tayo and Ife said "I do," he would lose everything. 3 days later, Zara was with Tayo inside the penthouse, soft light, low music, Zara sat on Tayo's laps, closer than before, closer than she had planned. This wasn't strategy anymore. And then suddenly, the door opened. Neither of them heard it at first, but Ife, she just stood there, watching them. Not angry, not loud, just still. Tayo and Zara turned, their eyes met, and everything stopped. No, her voice was quiet, controlled, but it carried weight. She said, "I can see, and I know what has been going on between you two from day one." Silence swallowed the room. Zara's heart was racing now, not from fear of being caught, but from something else, truth. "I know what he did," Zara said suddenly. Ife's eyes shifted. "What?" she asked. Zara stepped forward slowly. "The marriage, the merger, it's a trap." Tayo froze. Ife didn't move. Zara continued, "He's going to take everything from you." She's looking at Tayo now. "Your company, your control, all of it. I found the document in his study." Then Ife spoke. "I know." Zara blinked. "I found the account," Ife added. "I found everything. My father has planned to take over Tayo's company." And in that moment, the pieces aligned. Not enemies, not rivals, just two women standing in the same fire. Now Zara's voice softened. "I am sorry that I thought of hurting you, Ife. I just wanted to ruin our father. And I'm so sorry about all I've done." Then quietly she said, I love Tayo. I did not plan to, but I really do love Tayo. Zara didn't look away this time. She just simply turned to Tayo. And Tayo looked at her, surprised, exposed. For once, there were no lies between any of them. Ife watched her sister closely, and for the first time she saw her. Not the rebel, not the problem, just the real Zara. Ife exhaled slowly. It's okay, Zara. I hold no grudge against you both. And to be honest, I wasn't even interested in the marriage or the union. I'm just excited because now we can stop our father together, Ife said. And just like that, something shifted. Not forgiveness, something stronger. Trust. The next morning, the city moved like nothing had changed. But inside the Martins company, everything had. The room was full and executives were seated. Chief Ade stood at the head, confident and certain. Until the doors opened suddenly. Ife walked in first, Zara beside her, and Tayo right behind them. A formation ready to bring down Chief Ade. Chief Ade's eyes narrowed. What is this? He asked. Ife didn't answer. She placed a file on the table, looked at him in the eyes and said, It's over, Dad. Your reign of terror is over. I am setting myself and Zara free from the cage you've put us in. Immediately, murmurs spread. She gestured to the screen. Evidence appeared. Transaction frauds and hidden accounts. Zara also stepped forward. And the merger, she said, is not protection, it's theft. You're trying to steal from Tayo. Silence fell in the room. The kind that ends things. Chief Ade tried to speak, but the room had already decided. Power had shifted, and for the first time, he wasn't in control. He didn't fall with noise. He was removed like a mistake that was being corrected. But the empire did not collapse. It changed hands. Tayo walked away free with Zara beside him, not hiding anymore. And Ife finally sat in that chair, not as her father's creation, but as her own human. They didn't destroy each other. They found a way to work together. They found each other, and in doing so, they became something stronger than the empire that tried to break them. I hope you found this story interesting. Expect more from this channel, so do well to subscribe, leave a like, and drop your comments. Do you think Ife did the right thing? Or do you think Zara was too extreme by going ahead to date her sister's groom-to-be, despite knowing everything? And their father, was he really a harsh man with the way he treated Zara and with the way he has been training Ife? Leave your comments in the comment section. I would love to hear from you.